I play Michael Logan, who's a detective sergeant on the drug squad, the task force, and he has his own crew, obviously, and his crew are a very tight crew. They're very loyal to them, you know, amongst themselves, but they are corrupt as they come, and they feel they are untouchable. They feel that no one can break them because they abuse their badge. They abuse the privilege of their badge by dealing with criminals to the point where they become criminals themselves, you know, where the lines are quite blurred. And hyena is obviously a metaphor for nocturnal animals, as Gerard might have pointed out to you, and they hunt in packs at night, and that's the kind of metaphor for the title. Michael gets himself deeper and deeper into the situation with these Albanian drug traffickers, human traffickers, and he does this very dodgy deal, and it spirals out of control. And he starts taking more and more chances, more and more risks, and things just doesn't look too good for him by the end of the film. So it's quite an intense ride.
The original inspiration was through somebody me and the main actor met socially a number of years ago, and you know, we met him socially, and it was only from knowing him for a while longer that we realised he was an undercover policeman. He wasn't necessarily investigating us, but he was. When he would leave us, say on a night out, he would go to work. You know, he was quite a party animal, so there was a lot of elements that seeped into when I wrote the film. But then I met a lot of other corrupt policemen, so it became a mixture of different characters. You always take, you know, bits from here, bits from there. So it's not really anything like that original guy anymore, because it morphs so much, if you know what I mean.
That was the inspiration for Hyena. So when it come to actually portraying Michael and developing the role, it was very important that we did as much research as possible to shadow the police, which we managed to do. We couldn't do it in London because there's so much red tape. We
were lucky enough to come into contact with some people who were involved in corruption, yes. And obviously we not only went out and spent time with corrupt policemen, we also spent time with uncorrupt, straight policemen who were very helpful, because what I wanted to do, obviously, is to show that, you know, there is corruption, but they're also very good at their job. And the police that we did go out on, they obviously were not corrupt. And from that, we got a real understanding of actually the good police work.
I think it does make you think about people that are in a position of power, where they abuse that power, and we see that every day, whether it's in politics, where anyone that's in a high-powered job, where they feel they can do as they please, it does go on. I don't think corruption is probably as potent as it once was. I mean, it used to be pretty bad in the UK during the 80s and 90s.
I mean, hopefully there are issues there that should we should talk about. Say, for instance, the trafficking thing. In a way, it's not gone away. The statistics show that it's even more prevalent in the UK. Now, people could say, well, we know about it. You know, we've seen it. We've seen Lil You Forever. We know what goes on. But do we really know that it's happening right underneath our noses? On, you know, in big cities like London, for instance, what goes on in any little street is what's fascinating to me. What goes on behind those closed doors,